So most mornings when I wake up, one of the very first things that I'll do is check my YouTube subscriber count, and today that number has gone up to 2,000. And as promised, that means that a subscriber Q&A special is due. But first, I gotta jump on a plane and head to Poland.
Mind the gap between the train and the track.
So, welcome to the lovely nation that is Poland. To kick off the Q&A, we're starting with a question from That UK Train Guy. And it's a question that I've been asked a lot. It's, what camera equipment do you use? So, all of my recording is done on a Sony ZV-E10, and I use two different lenses. My original lens was in the camera kit, but then I bought myself a 10 to 18 millimeter lens that is a super wide lens that makes you super wide, as the name implies. Then I use two different microphones. I have a shotgun mic that sits on top. That's the Rode Video Mic Go 2. That's for just run and gun vlogging. And then if I want to clip on this microphone here, then that's the Rode Wireless Me, and then I pop that on top of the camera. And then last but not least, the final part of my equipment is the Joby GorillaPod, which is a tripod that I can use to adjust the legs so I can put it in different places. Previously, I used a tripod with extended legs, and those are very useful when you want to record like very stable shots. But now I use the Joby GorillaPod. That's my go-to option for recording. Very good question. Thank you. So, next question that I had sent in on my lovely submission form on Google Forms. This question is from Ray, and it is, what is your future goals for your channel? I would like to, by the end of this year, hit 3,000 subscribers. I am really wanting to turn this YouTube channel into my career by the time that I turn of age, for the reason that I absolutely love doing this, and I don't want to stop, as well as writing books, obviously. And so yeah, so that's what that's what my goal is. I want to grow this audience that we have. I want to reach out to more train enthusiasts to make sure that people feel like they belong somewhere. This whole train enthusiast community, sometimes a lot of us feel alone in this world, and I want to make this channel kind of like a welcome environment and a safe space to kind of share their love for trains. But yes, that is what I love doing, making this sense of community very strong and resonate well with the fans who love trains, yeah, and buses. So with that question answered, I'm gonna head on the bike up to the level crossing. So welcome to the beauty that is the level crossing here in Krzyżkowo in Poland. I have about 10 minutes until the next train arrives here, and I'm going to answer a question which is from McLaren's 43210. By the way, it's a bit cold here and a bit windy, so Sorry if you hear any wind. All right, so the question is, what are you looking forward for in the upcoming year in terms of events? So I'm very much looking forward to the new DLR trains, which are coming by the end of spring, maybe at the start of summer. That's going to be very exciting for all of the train enthusiasts. I'm also very much looking forward to all of the stations that are going to be opening this year. I think after going to the opening event of Brent Cross West Station, I very much become incredibly excited about going to opening events, because it's a nice time of the year where, you know, all these train enthusiasts come together to kind of celebrate the opening of a new station in Britain, and celebrate the fact that Britain's rail is being improved all of the time throughout the year. And I think it's really nice to see and kind of find out how these stations are going to support the local community surrounding that station. So it's really nice to go to all of those station openings and appreciate the beautiful architecture and, yeah, everything really, all the elements of the new station. So that's fun. There's a tractor right behind me. I love this countryside. What is your favourite Superloop route? I know it's pretty ironic that I'm answering this while standing on a level crossing not in London but far away from it in Poland. But my favourite Superloop route so far has been the SL10. I know I might be a bit biased because it was the first Superloop route that I went on, especially because I was invited there for an event as well. But it's a brilliant route. It speeds really nicely through the roads of North London, so I really enjoyed going on that bus. I also like the vehicles that they run on that route with the nice charging ports, and those buses run on, I think, the 63. Am I correct? If I'm not correct, please correct me down in the comments below. Now, from an anonymous person, I've had a question sent in, which was, what is the best part about making videos? I think it's really about meeting lots of people who are also enthusiastic about trains, but not only train enthusiasts, but also the people who work at stations, and lots of people who work behind the scenes, as well as other people. I've met so many people on this channel, and it's so nice to look back at all of these lovely moments I've had with different people while filming videos, and even while out on the trains, not filming a video. Also, how do you have so much confidence? And they're saying, like, I would be absolutely terrified filming at a station or on a bus, even if I was the only person there. When I was only recording my first couple of videos, I would always be quite stressed out about, like, what people would think when I would, you know, have this whole camera set up and be walking out onto the street or at a station recording something. And I would be like, what will people think? But I think with time and with practice, and the more and more you get to do these videos, the more you realize that people are just interested in what you're doing. It's just something interesting for them, potentially, that will kind of like make their commute more interesting, because they don't see every day somebody with a camera recording a video. So that's just something interesting for them. Most of the time they're not looking at you thinking, oh, what a weirdo out there on the trains. They'd just be like, yeah, that's interesting, that's something different, I like that. It's your kind of interest and very genuine excitement for the railways, and so nobody should take that away from you. It's there for you, it's there to support you. You can always reach out for the railways as a kind of support, like a personal support. Trains are like a personal support coach sometimes for me. All right, I don't think we have time for any more questions, because the train's going to come in a second and the barriers are going to come down. So I need to get out the way. Okay, so that was a Greater Anglia train just passing Ilford Station. I'm sat here in the purple shelter where I'm going to answer the last 3 questions of this Q&A. The first one was asked by an anonymous person, and the question was, what is your favourite class of train? So it definitely is one of the trains that belongs to the Adventure family, and that probably would be the class 720 that runs on Greater Anglia as well as C2C rail. That class, I think, beats the 345 in many ways, including the interior design of the train. The announcements here just don't stop. Okay, the next question was asked by Ray. Are you ever going to attempt the tube challenge? I definitely will, but in the future, not at the moment. So yes, so I am definitely going to attempt the tube challenge at some point, but not at this age. I think when I grow a lot older and I get the time to plan everything, and when I am of the right age to wake up at God knows what hour to do the tube challenge. Very good question. I'd really love to do that. I think that's one of the biggest things that would ever happen on my channel. Tube challenge. If I beat the record, I would be really happy. And as the purple train is departing, the final question is from David Stone. How do you manage to fit writing books and producing YouTube videos around school? I think what's really important is to prioritize certain things, but at the same time still focus on the essential things. Like you mentioned, school. And I think it's just about still doing quality work for homework and during school, and not a single thing should take up all of the time that you have. I think that basically you need to dedicate certain parts of your day, like schedule, for example, let's say for an hour, you're going to write your novel, and then you're going to schedule a day during the week to film a video, and then a day during the week to edit that video. I think that's the best way of doing it. So, very good question. Honestly, the questions that I've been submitted, very brilliant. Thank you to everyone. I'm going to go and board my train now. It's arriving in just a couple of minutes.